Hello, YouTube world. There are 8 cats, and I am the one man. What's going on is I live in an apartment complex where you're only allowed to have 2 animals. And I went ahead and moved in even though I had 8 cats and tried to keep them a secret. And I got a notice the other day that there was going to be an apartment inspection. And so I had to load up all the 8 cats in the car early this morning and try to get out of there before the inspection was taking place. And it just so happens that my car's not even running good. I'd been riding my motorcycle this week because of that, but because the cat situation, I had to just load them in the car and just take off even though it had a misfire. And then the apartment inspection is going to be from 10 o'clock to, I guess, whenever they finish. So I'm here in near Salt Lake City. It's going to be a hot day. I have to find a way to just kill time with the cats in the car. It's funny because there's 8 cats in here, but you wouldn't know it because they all kind of hid. I could maybe try to give you a quick look here. Here's Houdini down on the floorboard. There's Negrita and Chino right there. I don't know who's here. I got Leo back there. Phil's trying to sleep in the litter box, which is sad. And then we got Emerson, and there's another one back there, but they all seem pretty comfortable for the moment. But still, it's a pretty hectic situation, and then somehow I got to sneak them back in tonight. But I mean, I love the cats, and I didn't mean to end up with 8 cats. It just kind of happened. I had one, Houdini, and my girlfriend had a couple, and then I never got around to getting Houdini fixed. So when Houdini got with her 2 cats, we ended up with a batch, with the litter with the other ones. And then because of the virus going on, I wasn't able to get any help from the Humane Society or even the animal control or anything. So I decided just to, try to raise them up until things changed, or I could try to find them homes. But just getting busy at work and all that, stuff. And I think it's, people in general don't just want cats. I mean, once you get some, it's kind of hard to get rid of them. So I'm not sure what this channel's going to be about. But the other thing that's happening is I'm moving out of the apartment in a month and a half. I got to finish June out. And then I don't want to stay there anymore and have another inspection coming up and go through this again. And I'm also tired of just paying everything that I make just for an apartment to stay at. And I mean, it's a nice apartment, it's super comfortable. The air conditioning's great, the heater's great. But it just takes all my money, so I'm just like working my life away, like a lot of other people, paying maybe 50% or more just for rent. And I'm 53 or 54, and I can't keep going like that because I don't have any retirement savings. I guess because I just mismanaged my life and relationship problems, that kind of thing. And so I was already kind of stuck, but the addition of the cats, plus they're expensive. The litter is, I don't know, maybe like the litter box thing's like $100 a month maybe. And it's a lot of work keeping up after 8 cats. And then the food, these cats are picky. So I end up most of the time getting them, good food. I try to, keep them healthy for their fur and stuff. And but I'm in a real quagmire with this deal, and I'm not really sure what to do. I was thinking about maybe putting one on Facebook. The youngest one, is Cheeky Baby is his name. And but I feel kind of too like I'm really attached to him and I can't separate him. And so I was thinking, I'm just going to fight to keep these cats as long as I can and try to provide them some kind of a home. I'm not sure how it's all going to go, but I thought there's probably some other people out there that are trying to keep their cats a secret, have to worry about apartment inspections and stuff, and just thinking of the apartment inspection part, it was super difficult to get ready because 8 cats, there's a lot of hair. And running the vacuum cleaner, I hadn't run the vacuum in a long time, and I thought my girlfriend was running it, but it turns out it had been clogged up, so I think she was just kind of pushing it across the floor, but nothing was happening, you know. So I had to clean it while I was vacuuming. I had to like empty the container like 10 times probably, maybe more than that. And then around the litter box area, it would get filled. The little filter would get filled with all kinds of dust, so I'd have to take it outside and shake it off. But I managed to do a pretty good job of getting the carpet, you know, at least in that stage. But, you know, over time they had barfed on it here and there. Luckily, there was no like pee spots. In the total 11 months, almost 11 months I've been there, not even one pee spot. They always have peed in the litter box, or, well, maybe right next to it one time, but I have it on like this metal pan that would kind of, you know, protect from that. So, but there were some vomit spots, and then there was a couple like turds, you know, that like there was one underneath the couch that I had not found. And so with 8 cats, there's bound to be some vomiting and stuff. I don't know why the cats yak up once in a while, but they just do. And so the carpet looks like, after I vacuum, it actually looks pretty decent. And then I was able to cover the other areas with I made like a little, I put out a Monopoly board on a thing, and then covered one spot and put some pillows and cushions to make it look like it was a sort of a game area. And then I took my work tools and boots and stuff and set it around the room and cleaned everything up, like you know, trying to get the place to, you know, smell good. I didn't think it smelled bad, but I have a feeling there was a little cat odor I noticed when I was vacuuming. But there had been a couple dogs there before, and I noticed right away when I moved in that when I vacuumed, there was a bunch of hair coming up that was gray, and I was like, that's weird. But so anyway, now today I've got to just kill time until it gets dark, because I got to watch out for the neighbors. It's like a, you know, multi-story apartment complex, and everybody kind of watches what you do, and you're not allowed to have more than 2, and you're supposed to do a $300 deposit for each one, which is $600, and then you're supposed to pay $60 a month for each one, which would be $120 if you only had 2. And if you get caught either having pets without doing the deposit and whatnot, and oh yeah, they're supposed to have their shots and be fixed, or just at least their shots, but at the time I moved in, I hadn't had that done. But since then, I did take them to get fixed and get their rabies shot, except for one cheeky baby. And so anyways, if they find out, it says in the lease, and I had read this before, but I figured I'd just chance it, that you know, they would pretty much kick you out the next day, like, type of deal. So with my car not running good, you know, not really being able to pull a U-Haul trailer or anything, if that did happen to me, I would really be up a creek. I'd have to just kind of sort that out. But so they're supposed to start at 10 o'clock. I dropped my girlfriend back off. I told her to like make some coffee and, you know, cook some beans in the pressure cooker, try to make things smell good and just make the place kind of seem alive, so that when they did come to do the inspection, and they said they're just checking the smoke alarms and fire alarms and whatnots, but at least they'd feel a little pressure. Oh, then because the virus, they said that they would want you to leave like when they were there. But I figured then if they make her step out, that they'll feel a little pressure to, you know, get out of there quick and maybe not look around too hard. And the other weird evidence is that my cats had really torn the couch up, the corner of the couch, and you know, they love to just dig their nails and try to sharpen their nails up. And then basically all my chairs on the corners are all like cat ripped, you know. And so I covered one corner with like a blanket, you know, like a throw blanket to make it look all casual. And there's not a bunch of cat damage here, but there's still like a couple chairs where you can see the corners and whatnot. So if somebody went in there with a fine-tooth comb, or or let's say if if it wasn't just the maintenance guys, if it was a couple women for the office that went in there just checking hard, and they might discover the cat situation, but they wouldn't know how many. So at least I'd have that working for me. But it could cause me trouble, so I'm super nervous about that. Plus I couldn't go to work today, so I'm losing some money. And then just trying to kill time, find shade, and keep the cats entertained. Or comfortable, I guess, comfortable. And so I had never done a YouTube video. Well, I did one a long time ago about an oil change, but I just felt like I didn't have anything interesting going on to share. Like, it seemed like everybody's already got everything covered, but I kind of realized that there's probably not too many people that have as many cats and then have to try to manage it in a small apartment. Well, it's actually not that small, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and then, to try to move with them without having an idea where I'm going or how to enter another apartment. My job's kind of winding up, and so I don't really have another job to go to. But I'm not too worried about finding work, but how to find work without a home and 8 cats in the car, or maybe a camper trailer or tent. But anyway, I'm going to try to take this crazy cat circus on the road. I really have no idea how I'm going to make it happen, but my mom said that I should get rid of the cats, which I know she's right, but I just can't seem to do it. They're like one of the last things I have left, So I'm just gonna stay optimistic and put my brain and my mind and my energy and to try to figure something out. And I thought that somehow somebody else might appreciate this story, or maybe they're in the same situation. So I guess that's my cat video for today, but I'm gonna just kind of keep it up, and just as a way to sort of make this journey a little more interesting for myself. And yeah, I guess that's it.